Hi guys, Flozen here, back at it again with some top 10, but this time, let's take a look of the heroes that has burning late game potential, surprising exclusives, and unnoticed late game prowess. Playing the game for months, it's been a roller coaster ride of balances and adjustments. Some heroes need it, and some heroes just not. We just can't blame it really, cause these heroes do shine when they reach the peak of their exclusives. But before we go to the list that I've made, make sure to click that like and subscribe button. We're getting good and growing. To those who previously subscribed, I thank you a lot. So here's the list of the heroes that I've made, which I really think would be of use and shine still the later stages. So don't feed these guys. Underrated, amazing exclusives, and game-changing heroes. Top 10 is HAL 9000. This guy is serious about just standing up and destroy everyone, and because his kits are apparently revolving around that. Decode buff makes him tankier and self-sustainable. It heals himself 9% max HP and 20% lost HP. Reduces his damage taken by 20% once the decode is maxed. 10 layers is the maximum stack for Decode, and he grants himself this buff whenever he uses his basic skill and genetic shock. Now, he can also use Decode offensively. Once genetic shock has been maxed, it would deal 640% death damage. That's rather huge damage for a defense hero. His exclusive level 1 is for sustaining, but I'm rather impressed with his second exclusive here. He can cast Protection System to potentially avoid any deaths from his team. And this is like a combo breaker. Let's say Margarita uses her Blade Dance on my team, and everyone is on the brink of death. Then there will be a chance that enemies won't follow up because HAL 9000 would immediately cast this skill to divert the attention. Going over to his exclusive level 3 here, his Genetic Shock cooldown can be reduced when taking direct damage. Thanks to that provoke buff, Genetic Shock can be used almost unlimitedly. Top 9 is Ellic. This hero is new, but his kits can be very useful both early game and late game. His third passive looks really tough here as he can provide himself up to 40% crit damage reduction. And maximum of 3 debuffs of your attacker would get will be automatically transferred to him every turn. That's super cool already. I mean, I can cleanse my attacker and prevent them from being controlled, avoiding potential game changers from the enemy. I'll take that any time of the day. Majority of his skills are for protection, but let's take a look of his exclusive level 2. This ability is broken. Aside from absorbing debuffs, he can absorb buff from the enemy target with the highest attack, and that's every turn. I think this would be a hard counter for Lucifer users because that stealth buff can be stolen. Top 8 is Yoko. Yoko is underwhelming to be honest, but then again, if we go ahead and learn from her more, she's probably one of the heavy hitters in the game. Her passive is really interesting, so there are two stances. If she's under clear wave, she's on defense mode, and if she's under broken wave, she's on destroy mode. And this skill provides her damage reduction and crit damage. Then, it would amplify its power if we get to see her under exclusive level 2. One more level of exclusive and she'll start collecting focus like flowers. A carry that provides herself damage protection and buffs herself crit damage, probably one of the gems we need to watch out late game. Top 7 is Amalic. He should be here, really. This guy's kits are real handful. Aside from bringing enemies' tenacity and defense down, he's known for his freezing capabilities. He can put Sword Aura on every stage of his attack. 3 stacks of this debuff will make his enemies freeze for 1 turn. And then there goes his exclusives. First exclusive is Steel's Turn Meter. Second exclusive pursues enemies when Keen Edge triggers, technically putting 1 stack of Sword Aura while the enemy is still frozen. Third exclusive is an additional stage of attack for his Clean Sweep, making it 2 stages overall. We cannot ask for more. He's all about disrupting heroes, and it would be really annoying to be up against this guy. Especially we have an aura system right now that when the target is frozen, the attacker would get massive amount of crit rate. Plus, he's a force mark. That means we can blend him straight with Sia, Mutsu, Melia, and other Force Mark heroes that are in meta today. Just team him up with Speed Team and he'll do incredibly good. Top 6 is Elaina. With her latest power up, she has become one of the best supports in the game. Her path to greatness is not that easy. There are a lot of tweaks with her skills, but I think she found herself right now as her Shield of Evil, removing all of the buffs of the enemies. Her Shield of Good can cleanse attribute debuffs, heal, and can even grant all allies shield by 30% of her max HP. Once the exclusive level 3 is activated, and there's a 70% chance to reduce enemies' speed for 40%. Really? She's going to be very useful everywhere, not only in PvP but also in PvE. At the same time, her exclusive level 2 does not only make her passive defensive, it can also be offensive as it grants same amount of crit damage percentage. Suggests us that she really is suitable in any lineup, defensively or offensively. We really need crit damage reduction to be honest. With all of the heroes in the meta right now, Elaina would be a big help. Top 5 is Timi. Don't sleep on this kid. He might be a kid of kind of familiar character, but he will give you confidence to survive longer in the most crucial parts of the game. Just like Elaina, he grants your team with crit reduction, but 8% lower. On top of the crit damage reduction, he also gives consolidation buff on the first turn. His active skill, Energy Siphon, is a single target damage that steals all of the attribute buffs. Then heal all of the allies by 60% of the damage dealt. Once the exclusive one has been upgraded, he can steal the target's shield and provide it to his entire team. Super useful. Exclusive level 2 Laser Jet now reduces 15% turn meter of the enemy each target it hit. Can't forget that it also inflicts 40% crit rate and 60% attack damage reduction, so any burst damage can be avoided. This exclusive level 3 is gold. Survival is almost a guarantee for him. He gains Immortal, Immune to Control, and Shield when his HP falls below 50%. This goes along with 5 turn cooldown. Lastly, he has a basic attack that can inflict 40% speed reduction. It goes to show that he really likes to inflict attribute debuffs, and it also emphasizes that he is really useful against Ifrit. Top 4 would be Gramndi. I hate this guy. Truthfully enough, I hate him because I don't have him. I'm still surprised why he is not yet on the spotlight because he can be annoying as a Sindo. If there is ice, Gramndi have been there. Well, understandably enough, his second active skill here is named King of Frost. Looks really new at first glance. But this 50% chance to inflict freeze and 40% chance to inflict speed down is really annoying. Probably because of his passive skill here, Ice Physique. Gramndi cannot be frozen and slowed down because of this. When Gramndi takes direct damage, there is a 40% chance to reduce the attacker's speed by 20% for 2 turns. If the attacker is already under the speed down status, there is a 40% chance to inflict freeze on them instead for 1 turn. So it tells me this percent increase here would apply for both of these debuffs as well, right? I mean, he can disable heroes without doing anything. What more if he do something? But that is not enough for him, because exclusive level 1 gives him second life. As annoying as he is, he will be revived to annoy you again. 40% is huge, and I would love to get Mad Elaina to slash this guy straight up, just to end the sufferings from my hero. And given that he's a deaf hero, he can definitely tank for sure. Exclusive level 2, this 10% turn meter is hard to obtain to be honest, especially if you are worn out by that speed down status. If it's teamed up with Asindo or other heroes that can abuse control status, bro, it's going to be really hard to win that battle. Exclusive level 3, this is when he gets super flexible. That 40% more damage is huge, and if he's got good amount of depth, he's going to be hitting harder with that club. Somewhat, this exclusive is just like Walter's exclusive 1 and 3. Damage reduction from enemies that has poison and bonus damage to the enemies that has it. These two heroes utilizes their kits very well and have great advantage when they entered their zone. Still annoyed? Hoping to get copies of Gram in the future. Top 3 would be Lamb. This guy is made for this segment because his kits are all designed for late game.
That HP based damage is threatening. When left without numbing, this would be fatal in the end. Black Flame can reduce target's max HP and inflict damage using Lamb's HP. And I'm thinking we just need to build this hero's HP to seal the game. With his exclusive level 1, basically he doubles the effect of Dark Flame, and it reduces some attributes on certain stacks, so there will be no saving from him. Only thing that can save you is when you've been revived by a hero, cause Dark Flame stacks will reset by that time. Exclusive level 2, whenever Lamb inflicts one layer of Black Flame successfully, he grants Self one layer of Flame Energy, which increases Self max HP cap by 1%. And this is up to 30 layers. Amplifying his Black Flame damage by increasing his HP cap is a serious deal. With the exclusive level 3 here, Black Flame can be stacked to 15 layers and empowers his Black Flame even more. Imagine this guy is teamed up with your deck that gives 25% more max HP cap. Top 2 is Zyra. I know this girl's super quiet despite all of the patches, but she can be the best control if she's given a chance. With her active skill Haunted Knight, she can put different controls for 60% chance maximum. With her level 2 exclusive, this will make things easier as she's given effect hit boost. And then, with her level 3, she's going to bring Havoc, as her control effects will have 50% chance to become irresistible and unremovable. Game, let's talk about this one. Really? I mean, we need to pray for this 50-50 chance to not proc? What if the enemy team loves to reduce turn meters, inflict speed down debuffs, increase cooldown, and on the back lines there's Zyra? I'ma just skip that match in arena, I guess. In high level PvP, control effects probably is the key to winning. Without effect resistance and good amount of speed, you'll end up becoming a punching bag to enemies with higher speed and higher damage. So, ability like this would be an awesome treat for late game grinders to the top. This exclusive level 3 right here is surprisingly imbalanced. Late gamer indeed. Top 1 is Guhanna. This is probably my take only, but I just can't see Guhanna not being the best when she has access to her exclusives. And yeah, not necessarily in the late game, she would greatly increase your team's progress in the early too, once you have access to that exclusive level 2. This hero can be put anywhere, great in campaign stages, PvP, and Dwarven Ruins, especially with that direct damage reduction passive. She can also be used as an enabler because of that 20% turn meter increase, just like Space, Luna, and apparently Winx as well. So let's go ahead and check why is she top 1 with exclusives for me. I gotta say this exclusive level 1 is decent. Sucks to know that it wasn't a total cleanse of debuffs, but that would sound OP. And also I'll take it since Dot is no joke late game. This exclusive level 2 again can do wonders, making the grind easier because of this 40% speed buff to all allies. Speed farming team will rejoice having her around and she's gonna make effective more effective. Mentioned earlier, I cannot just ignore this 12% direct damage reduction. This is pretty huge late game because every damage reduction out there is precious for survivability. Pile this up with direct damage reduction aura and it will be really good for supports and tankers. Under exclusive level 3, she will give this benefit to her team permanently as long as she survives. And this effect will no longer be reduced by 50%. Overall, speed buff is just really useful in this game, as most of support heroes don't carry 40% increase on speed from their kits. Maybe not now. For sure there will still be patches to balance everything out, it's just the way of the game. It's just so good to enable other heroes with speed such as this one, because this would result to really awesome progress, of course. Thank you for watching, I hope this hero caught your eye, and if I missed someone or something, let me know of your thoughts under the comment section below. Enjoy the video, like and subscribe please, it would be really awesome to have you around. And please, don't feed Legos. Just as much as possible, don't. Keep on those resources, stick with those resources, and just play on. This is Flowson. Happy gaming.